What's going on, YouTube family? So before I even get into the video, I just want to apologize for the lack of energy. I'm tired, I'm dehydrated right now. If you're watching this, this is the day before my meet. But this is going to be a whole like recap of the meet itself too, but it's the day before. And before I actually did my meet, I wanted to go ahead and basically show you guys a couple things that, well, not a couple things, but basically everything you need for a powerlifting meet. So yeah, before we go ahead and get into tomorrow's meet, let's go ahead and get started with what we need to be prepared, you know what I'm saying, for success. So first, you got your lifting belt, right? Can't leave this behind. Knee sleeves, if you use knee sleeves, or if if you're equipped, your wraps or whatever, but knee sleeves. High socks for deadlifts, because in USAPL and USPA federations, you cannot deadlift with mid socks, so you need knee-high socks. So knee-high socks, and then of course regular socks. Here we have, I don't even know how to describe them, but sleeveless underwear, or underwear without the, but sleeveless underwear. Basically, I'll just unravel them, but as you can see, they don't come past the crotch area that far. So, yeah, these things. We got wrist wraps. Let's see. You got the meet day t-shirt. You have to wear a t-shirt on squats and bench, but deadlift you don't have to have a shirt on. So yeah, you need your t-shirt underneath your singlet. And that gets me to my next item. Your singlet. So you want to keep sweets and stuff like that, basically to keep your energy throughout the meet. So I got Jolly Ranchers, Charlie Worms, and stuff like that. And really, these hard candy Jolly Ranchers are for the morning of the meet. If I'm a little bit overweight, I'll just suck on a couple of these Jolly Ranchers for a couple hours and just spit, just to try and get maybe a pound or two out the morning of, just to make sure that I do make weight if it comes to that. Yep. Oh, and then you have Pedialyte to basically restore your electrolytes and help get your sodium back up. So that definitely key after doing a water load. And food for the meet day, probably not going to eat that much, so I got some rice, and then I got 3 sandwiches in here, just to eat throughout the day, because the meet can be long, can be anywhere from 5 to 8 hours. It just depends on how the flow of the meet is going. So let's see. And lastly, salt. This is the biggest key. So this is going to help me retain my water back and help me get my weight back up to my working weight or my training weight. So it's definitely key in conjunction with whatever liquids you're taking. So if it's water, Pedialyte, Gatorade, whatever the case may be, you need extra sodium to try and get that weight back. And this is just soy sauce or more sodium for my rice. Oh, actually, I did forget one more thing. This is Imodium. According to my coach, this is a major key. I've never used it, but this will be my first time. But basically, it's just an anti-diarrheant, so it is going to prevent you from basically shitting. So helping you keep as much weight on as possible. So it's definitely key during the refeed process after you get done weighing in, because like I said, you just want to get back to your training weight as fast as possible. So definitely key. So yeah, I believe that is all for everything that you need for your meet. And we are here. It's the end game. So tomorrow's a big day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
The next day.
So it's finally meet day. I don't really have a cameraman, so literally after I get done recording this, I'll probably roll straight into my attempts. But right now we are getting refueled up. You know what I'm saying? I've already drunk in 1 thing of Pedialyte, about half a gallon of water, off with salt, extra salt, as well as some brown rice with a little bit of soy sauce on top of that, and that's just for some extra sodium as well. We just basically just trying to keep in as much water as possible, as liquids as possible. So right now I'm sitting at about 188, 189, and it's about an hour and a half after weigh-in. So I put on about, I want to say roughly 6.5 pounds. So we are on track. We are on track. So I'm gonna just keep sipping on this water with salt, and I should probably put on another pound or two, and then we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go. But yeah, stay tuned. Here come my list real soon.
Save on. Gabriel on deck, Masha in the hole. Lightweight for Savon, 485 pounds. Didn't look like there was anything on the bar. Savon, your bar is loaded. Savon looks like he's still warming up. For Savon. Let's go, Savon. Let's go, drive it up. Come on, Savon, finish. Let's go. Oh, good catch by the spotters. Just a tiny bit too much weight. Order with Masha. Easy opener for Savon. Referees like it. 3 white lights. Gabriel in the hole.
Hey, same way you did last time.
Okay. Savon is active duty Air Force.
Start. Press.
Solid second attempt there for Savon. Referees say. Come on, Savon, drive it. Let's go. Just a little. Wow, that was easy. Strong finish there for Savon. 6:01. Come on, let's get behind him here, folks. This is about 3.3 times his body weight. So close. This is an awesome attempt, Savon. Class bronze medal, Michael Kondo.
It's a split specimen.
Silver medal, Savon Bumper. Gold medal, Averill Poston. Men's
All right, so quick meet recap. We're gonna break it down by each lift. So squats, I went 230, 240. They both moved pretty fast. I was pleased, especially since my groin literally just healed up within the last few days. So I went 240, which is 530 or 529 pounds, and like it moved the way I wanted it to. Like I had the strength there, but I just didn't get my elbows underneath the bar, and ultimately what that forced me to do was it forced the bar forward, messed up my bar path, so kind of threw me off whack, and I just couldn't get it up. So that's that for squats. I mean, really just takeaways from squats. I'm still pleased with that. You know, I'm still pleased with it because like I said, strength is there. I just gotta sharpen up on the technique. And I definitely see a lot of growth in squats to come. So I'm happy with that. But as far as bench, I just didn't have the strength today. I've hit 365 in training multiple times. And just to come out with 352 today is, kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. You take what you can. And then we had deadlifts. So deadlifts was a little bit interesting. 573 was my opener, flew like it was exactly how I wanted to move, and so I jumped to 601, which was 272.5 kilos, and that was more of a fight than I expected. Nonetheless, I got it up, my first 600 pull in comp, so I mean, it is what it is. And then for my third, I figured I can try my best to clean up my technique a little bit, so I didn't do too huge of a jump, and I only did 5 kilos, and I went to 611, and surprisingly, it came off the ground pretty fast, but where I kind of lacked, and you know, I had a couple of people come up to me after the meet, and you know, basically tell me what I did wrong and what I need to probably work on is so I get it off the ground with my back like I'm supposed to, but I try to finish with my back as well. And what I need to start doing is really pushing my hips and glutes through, and that will shorten up the range of motion a little bit more and make my lifts a little more smooth. So like I said, I mean, I had the strength for that 611 pull, I just didn't execute the best of my ability. So definitely in training, I'll talk to my coach Josiah, and what we'll probably do is implement a lot of hamstring and glute development work, try and strengthen those up so we can get this deadlift up. So I mean, I got baby PR baby meat PRs so on each lift. So I mean, I guess that's a positive out of here, but at the same time, I'm not 100% pleased with my performance, man. And just gotta talk to Josiah and get back to the drawing board, man, because I definitely seen a bigger day out of myself today. But got silver. I hate losing, man. I really do. I really hate losing. But today, I wasn't really focused on placement. I was just really trying to build my total to kind of get some momentum to go into nationals in October. So, like I said, back to the drawing board. And we got a lot to work on. We got a lot to work on if we wanna compete in October. So I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I'll have some more stuff to. I'll probably have another video here in the next couple of weeks, probably breaking down water cuts, what you need to do and whatnot. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted as always. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.